What's up, everybody? It's your boy Q. You know who I'm back with another video. I think I'm kicking it with your boy Q today, guys. Y'all see we got Queen right here, sitting here looking very, very, very beautiful. As you can see, this truck is just a beautiful looking truck, guys. But as y'all know, I did recently take it in for some service and some warranty issues, guys. So as you know, this badge actually came off the platinum, so they did cover that under warranty. However, there's one thing in the warranty that they did not cover, and it's because of the leveling kit slash lift kit on this truck. And so I'm gonna go ahead and show y'all here. It's the height adjuster sensor right here. This thing snapped off. I try to get a better picture for y'all in the light there. But if you saw the first video on the bottom, yes, that's like the headlight adjuster sensor that snapped off the truck, and they didn't cover it because of the leveling kit on the truck. As you can see, the truck is leveled out, and it's a big question that goes around, like, does the leveling kit, lift kit, and all that stuff void your warranty? And yes, it does void part of the warranty. So let's go ahead, hop in, do a POV drive, and talk about it here really quick. Again, it's a very popular topic, and you're gonna get a different answer. So here we go. Let's go ahead and hop in, and we're gonna just do a little quick drive, and we'll talk about this real quick. Hey guys, try to get a light in here. It's a little dark in here right now. All right, guys. So this is a 2023 F250, right? I bought the truck from a dealership in Austin. I live in Dallas, Texas, so I did not see the truck in person before I bought it. I basically only saw the truck through videos and things like that, right? So when the truck showed up, I noticed that there's a little thing hanging down. I asked the guy who delivered it, hey, did you see this? He said, no. You know, I didn't catch that. And I didn't catch it in the video because of the location of that particular item. And that's the, apparently it's like the headlight adjuster sensor or something like that. So with that, I'm like, well, you know, it snapped off. The truck is still under warranty. It's only 30,000 miles on the truck. The warranty bumper to bumper is 6 years or 36,000 miles, whichever one comes first. So I'm like, okay, let me just take it to Ford. And I had another item over there as well that needs to be repaired. So I'm like, you know, it'd be perfect, knock them out. 2 birds, 1 stone. And you're gonna get a little better light in here soon, guys. Apologize. I take it to Ford. I said, okay, we'll take a look at it. Call me, he's like, hey, you know, we got the badge, F250 badge, platinum fixed for you. That's good to go. However, we will not be able to cover the headlight adjuster sensor that snapped off. And you know what? In back of my mind, I kind of figured that they weren't going to cover it as I was doing research on the internet. But I started to say, he's like, we can't warranty that because there is a leveling kit slash lift kit on the truck already. So I like, he's a lift the level. He said, you know, they're not sure they was using the same thing. It's a 2.5 inch level or lift kit, 1 to 2, 3 or 3 inch lift kit, something like that. He's like, so we can't warranty the item because of the lift kit. So when you level out these F250s 2023 plus, they require like a bracket. And I'll try to put a picture there for you all. They require like a headlight, a bracket for it to make sure, you know, I guess that part isn't stretched and that it's installed properly. Let me go ahead and get on it for y'all right here a little bit. Ooh, there she goes. Yes, sir. This thing has so much freaking torque, bro. I love driving this thing. Basically, that bracket keeps, I guess, the part from like being stretched too far, something like that. So he said whoever installed it, they installed it incorrectly. And basically what they were trying to say is the part didn't fail on its own. The leveling kit slash lift kit, whatever, caused the part to snap. So he said he think when they installed it, they either installed it lifted or on the ground, I can't remember. So there was no room for play when the truck like hits a bump or anything like that. They didn't take that into account, so it snapped off. I don't know if that's true or not, because the driver's side has the same modification. The driver's side is fine. It's only the passenger side. And I did some research on this as I was looking into this, and on Facebook groups and things like that. And you're gonna get a million different answers, bro. Like a million different answers. There's never one answer to this question. It's always gonna vary depending on your dealership and who you're working with, right? Most people in the Facebook group were saying Ford would cover anything under a 2.5 leveling kit, is what they were told. Some people were saying, nope, wouldn't cover it at all, which is my experience. Some people were saying, I got a 4-inch kit on my truck and they cover everything. So you're really gonna get a different answer every time, and it's all gonna come down to your dealer, guys, is what I put together, which leaves a lot of gray when it comes to this, right? My best suggestion, and how I'm gonna basically sum this up, and I asked Chance this, I said, hey, if you all did the install, would you have covered it? And he was like, yes, we would have covered it 100% because we did the install. But since we did not do the install, again, this came from down in Austin, Texas, from a GMC dealership actually. Since they did not do the install, it's not covered. And that completely makes sense. The other thing that is, and which why people are saying it's probably covered for them, if your dealer installed the lift kit, like a lot of dealerships do nowadays, they're probably covered 100% because they did the work to the truck, which makes sense, right? A lot of y'all probably gonna say, well, what about the Magnusson Act or something like that? I can't remember how to pronounce it. Basically, what that is, the dealership has to be able to prove that the aftermarket modification caused failure to the component, right? Or whatever the issue may be. So a lot of people get into this with lift kits and like transmission and engine issues. Is that stuff like, if something goes wrong, are you covered under, is your warranty still good to go? In this particular case, we know that the leveling kit or the lift kit did cause that part to fail. So therefore, they are not subject to or have to cover it. It makes a perfect sense to me. I completely understand. I wouldn't even fight it because, like, you know what, that makes sense. The part didn't fail on its own. It was an aftermarket modification that was done to the truck that caused the part to fail. A lot of people ask for the lift kit void your warranty when it comes to other things. Like, let's say, for example, you lift your truck and the AC stops working and it's under warranty, you take it in. The lift kit doesn't have anything to do with the AC failing. So that should still be covered under warranty, because what does a lift kit have to do with the AC not blowing cold anymore, or whatever the case, or the, you know, AC compressor not working or something like that. And I think that's where a lot of the gray comes in when people comes to warrant, when people talk about warranties and lift kits and things like that, what's covered, what's not covered. It's gonna determine if the lift kit caused the issue of the truck. Now, when it comes to transmissions and things like that, I don't know, you know. I don't assume a lift kit would cause issues to your transmission. Now, like, let's say your drive shaft, I can see how a lift kit could cause issues to the drive shaft. If you jacking up, you don't have the right components, it wasn't done properly, cause the drive shaft to fail or leak or whatever case may be, you know. You have to keep in mind, like, basically what the Magnusson Act is, whatever the Magnusson Act is, basically whatever modification you did, it had to be linked directly to that part failing. And so that's why a lot of people say, oh, lift it won't void warranty. You hear people say lift it will void the warranty. So it just depends on what the repair is. So it's definitely something to think about. If you get a brand new truck and you go lift it yourself and you have some type of issues caused by that lift kit, they're not gonna cover it, bro. But a lot of you might be on the other side, oh, my buddy, you might know somebody, you know your dealership, and they probably will. It's such a gray area, and it kind of frustrating a little bit, because if you pick the right dealership, the right person, they're gonna fix it for you, is what it sounds like. But if you go to the wrong dealership and the wrong person, they're not gonna cover it. So my suggestion is just wait till your warranty goes out until you get any modifications done, like a lift kit, anything to the truck, bro. That's what I would suggest, honestly. And that's kind of the predicament I'm in right now. My truck still has 5,000 miles left until it's out of warranty. And now I don't want to lift the truck. I don't want to lift the truck. I just want to wait, you know? I really am thinking about waiting. You really just got to make that decision for yourself. But you know, a lot of people telling me, tune deleted, bro. Are you gonna help me pay for something if something goes wrong in my motor and I have to get something there because I tuned and deleted? And a lot of y'all gonna say, tune and delete is gonna be the best thing for the truck. Get rid of the def and all that stuff. I hear you, I really do. But if something else go wrong, not because of tune and delete, something else goes wrong, who gonna be stuck with that bill? Me. You know what I'm saying? So y'all gonna help me pay these bills talking about tune and delete it. So I'm not gonna tune and delete the truck right now, bro. And I think this truck, bro, I swear this truck has 100,000 mile or 6-year diesel warranty on it, bro. On the engine, diesel engine warranty, 100,000 miles. I promise you, I saw it in the original paperwork on the Carfax, or not Carfax, on the sticker. My best suggestion, if you're gonna buy a truck and you want to lift it, and the dealership sells it lifted, you buy from them. That way, if anything goes wrong, they did the install of the lift kit, and you know you're covered because they did the install. They're gonna cover it. That was their bad. But if you do it aftermarket on your own, and you try to go up in there and something's wrong, just know they can say no. There's a cop right there. I don't think we speeding. We're going probably like 77, 78. Let's see if he chilling. Oh yeah, he not even looking up. We go check though. Y'all do that too? Be looking for a minute and see if he coming. Look, I'm still looking. I don't see no lights. Yeah. Nah, he good. He stayed. Comment below. Let me know your thoughts on that subject. And if your experience has been the same or if your experience has been different than mine. Anyway, guys, that's all I got. It's your boy Q. I'll catch y'all next, baby. Peace.